Alright, so we're back with the only game where literally every single creature is a bloodthirsty psychopathic killer. It's Worldbox. More bombs, damn it! The last time in Worldbox, we learned that the people with the least amount of tolerance and the most amount of bloodlust is humans. I guess that's pretty realistic. Because we're really good at killing everything that's not us. As such, when the four races were put against one another, consisting of humans, vegan Fabio, people with jaundice, and Bear Grylls, the humans came out on top. Today, however, I want to see who can survive the culling. Now, normally, when you try and put two different races anywhere on the map, they will ruthlessly murder one another until only one is left. But I have a plan for how to keep these bastards separate. You only need two things to deal with murderous races: piranhas and a friggin' auto-clicker. I will fill this ocean with so many goddamn piranhas, it's gonna be like SeaWorld, but instead of happiness and fun, it's gonna be filled with rotting limbs and fatherless children. Welcome everyone to the base of operations for the races, otherwise known as WTF. For the purposes of YouTube monetization, of course this stands for water the flowers. Or if you're a piranha, welcome the flesh or something. Go my children, live free in the water. I don't really know what happens when there's no people to eat. I assume they just live off of fear and regret. There we go. These piranhas are like the herpes of WTF world. They're just keeping everything honest. It's like I'm growing a friggin' chia pet or something. The only difference is instead of bringing some amount of joy, this is only going to bring death and despair. Everyone's probably like, this is so strange. Why are these islands so lovely? It's because I need to give the races enough space to thrive before I start the apocalypse. Although, to be fair, the entirety of the ocean is filled with flesh-eating piranhas the size of Labrador retrievers. I decided to have a little Northlands, too. It's like a hot springs area, except the hot springs melt your flesh. Alright, maybe if I give all the races a bunch of sheep and chicken to kill, they won't kill each other. Never mind, my sheep are either suicidal or stupid as hell, because they're all running in to get eaten by the piranhas. Alright, every race gets 300 sacrificial lambs. What do you know, it didn't take too long for humans to try and test their own mortality. That's right, you bastards. You trying to immigrate to other islands? Not a chance in hell. My guard piranhas will stop this. I thought elves were supposed to be smart. They're just violent as hell. There was like one blue-haired elf and they all just beat the hell out of him and killed him. That's because in the elven culture, instead of like, you know, getting detention in school, you get massacred. That's why their grades are so high. Either you do what you're told or you get ritualistically disemboweled. I love how just the sound of the dwarves when they get placed on the map is just depression. All right, the dwarves are beating the shit out of anyone who doesn't practice proper manscaping. I think they're done now. All right, everyone is living in harmony along with a healthy fear of the water. So now I just have to let them build up their cultures and then begin the apocalypse and see who has the gumption to survive being tortured. Oh my God. The auto-generated name of this world is Acres of Blood. I can't change this. This is amazing. See, it took a couple of play sessions, but now the game understands. All right, I've got my little islands here. This is where the new contestants will be inserted to see whether or not they can take over the planet. I'm not really sure what happened, but someone burned down the entire village over here. Notice how no one goes swimming anymore? Little Timmy, that moment when you accidentally click on the screen and you destroy an entire civilization. You guys will rebuild. I've got faith in you. You always know it's gonna be a great game when you can accidentally kill a family of 5 just by clicking the screen. What I was gonna say about little Timmy before I accidentally killed his entire family is that he is bred from a young age to hate anything that is wet. So no one bathes in this world. They all just smell like armpits and Cheetos. Oh yeah, everyone has castles erected now. They got civilizations going. It's only good to destroy countless lives when they have something to lose. I see the orcs are still ruthlessly beating the hell out of one another. They're still trying to figure out why they can't have nice things, because one of your pastimes is bludgeoning young children to death. Okay, who the hell managed to Frogger their way through like 1,000 piranhas? It's a dwarf, of course it is. Bear Grylls is like, I found out how to survive. If I'm not part of the game, then I can't be killed. And then he starved to death because there's nothing there to eat but piranhas and boiling water. One of my favorite things in this game is looking at the various people and seeing that they've had 3 kills by the age of 6. There's not a ton of stuff to put down in this game when it comes to creatures, so it's pretty probable that these 3 kills were people that he didn't like. I must know if you will survive the upcoming battles. Since you've had 3 confirmed kills by the age of 6, your name is now John Wick. Yeah, see, John Wick is part of this kingdom. It says that they've had 7 deaths, but it doesn't say how they died. I know John Wick is like, yeah, people just keep accidentally falling on pitchforks. It's crazy. The leader is John Wick too, I just realized. That makes this so good. John Wick has the right idea because you get to be the leader if there's no one left to challenge you. Look at these elves over here. 0 kills by the age of 5. 0 kills by the age of 5. These are rookie numbers, elves. You guys need to take a page from the humans and learn to be more like psychopathic maniacs. He's trying to get that kill count up. There was a couple of kids still left alive. Jesus Christ. John Tadada has 4 kills by the age of 6, man. He's trying to outdo you. Oh, never mind. John has 5. Crisis averted. I love how right now the humans are the only ones where you would like scan across and see like an entire village that had been burned to the ground is being built on top of. Oh, here we go. Finally, the orcs are trying to outdo them. You realize some of you bastards have to stay alive so that I can kill you with invasions and stuff, right? I like how all the races have mostly the same amount of people except for the dwarves. I don't understand if they just don't know what procreation is or if they just don't care. Here, if I put a few of you antisocial bastards down over here, will you survive? Also, ever since I've seen the city names, all I can see now when I see this one is OK Hose. Might as well make it happen. I like how there's more people that have died here than have been born. I'm gonna call this Miami. Oh, here we go. The elves are finally getting in on this. It's from all those violent video games, right? They gave the elves the bloodlust. Okay, everything's looking super developed. Everyone has castles and happiness. We can't let that go on for too long. So now it's time to begin. I think I'm going to start with 100 zombies for everyone. All right, now because I don't want the piranha to bite the rotting ball sacks off of all of my zombies, I need to give them a little land bridge to get to the various places. Okay, it's like a little supernova of zombies. That's interesting. I don't really know how smart the zombie tide is. It's not really that smart. These piranhas are so hungry, they're jumping out the water to get at these bitches. All right, the zombies are actually getting a little aggressive over here with Bear Grylls. Same thing with the orcs. The humans are totally destroying them. Like, they can't even fight against the humans at this point. The dwarves have been completely overrun, and now the zombie apocalypse is slowly making its way up the F. This is what you get for not having sex enough. Everyone wants to talk crap about how quickly humans breed, but what it does is it gives us a lot more meat shields to throw at problems. Same thing with the orcs. The orcs are getting ruined too, probably because they spend all their time beating the hell out of other teenage orcs. There was a small tide of zombies that managed to take down a couple of houses over here in the human lands. It's not a big deal though. This was kind of like, I don't know, like Newark. The zombies don't even want to go after the elves. They're like, all the elves taste like are vegetables and eyeliner. All right, the dwarves have officially finally killed all the zombies. All they lost was the tip. The zombies still won't leave to go check out the elves. And the humans have pretty much already rebuilt everything that was damaged. And the orcs, I don't know, they're like cohabitating with the zombies at this point. I really don't know what the hell these people are doing. All right, 100 zombies each, couldn't do it. Time for 100 red-eyed demon bears. Oh, hell yeah, now we're getting somewhere. I still don't understand exactly what bears have against residences. It's like your interior decorating sucks, die. All right, the Legion of Russian mutated bears is slowly, completely taking over the Dwarven F. They're about halfway up at this point. Bears, your lack of inherent violence is disappointing to both me and your parents. All right, 100 cold ones, but I'm actually gonna put them on the tip of the islands. Okay, now we got it going on. Where the hell are you people going? The living creatures are over to the friggin' left. I like how everyone hates the orcs so much that even monsters don't want to interact with them. I don't think this is a matter of who's gonna survive. I think this is a matter of who's gonna die last, because as of right now, the elves are like pushed all the way to the top of the T. I was wrong. Everyone adapted and overcame, except for over here, where no one knows how to go to the left. The orcs are gonna end up winning just because no one gives a crap about them. The elves only have one bastion left. All right, it's time to finish this up. Everyone gets 200 demons. Let's see who the last alive is. Go forth, my flaming children. Destroy all. Don't go swimming, you dipshit. I like how at least the demons have figured out how to go from right to left. You can slowly watch as the scorched earth moves up the T and the F. Everyone's pretty screwed, but I think that the elves are gonna go down first. Yes, good. How can dwarves fight against such reckless hate? It's happening. I think that the elves are gonna suck on the wiener of extinction first. And as the last few elven children are turned into delectable pot pies, the elves are the very first ones to become extinct. The dwarves are pretty close behind though. And the dwarves are out. That leaves the humans and the orcs. The only problem is that the orcs continue to survive because of the complete lack of interest anything in this game has for them. The humans, on the other hand, have legitimately killed all of the demons at this point. Okay, it's time for the special bonus round, where I use the auto clicker to generate tornadoes and see who's left standing. Oh yeah. That is ridiculous. Alright. Let's see if anything is left alive when all these are gone. Oh my god. Look at all the bodies just flying inside of the tornadoes. All the demons and the humans and the orcs that were left. All the lambs and the rabbits and stuff are just being thrust into the sky. That's what you get for not praising Mother Nature, you bastard. Okay, there's a couple of orcs and a couple of humans that are trying to swim to anything they can get to. Well, the race that is most likely to replicate an unkillable virus, the humans. There was like one orc that came down here, but he ended up dying of starvation, and now the couple of demons that are left are going to burn his hut to the ground. There you go. Humans are basically the cancer of WTF. Hey folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Worldbox. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.